don't
All right,
know.
you guys.
Go ahead.
Let Miss Walker go.
Thank you so much. So I was gonna speak on because I'm a note taker, so I have a lot of points written down because we was going a lot and the video was a lot. But just for your clarification, there were like 2 points that you made. One, you said husband and not dating first. You said
I
you're
did.
not
I
have
did.
a
I did
husband.
say husband. I did.
You're not probably gonna have a husband. I have a fiance right now, and we have established our way. So by the time we are married, he's not gonna be, where we were when we were friends, not even dating, because we were friends first. Um, so I think that's important because if you're asking a question that assumably would be farther along in developing if I even like you first, like take material things away because that should not be a question at hand regardless. It really should have been based off of if I even like you first. So I have seen you and maybe I'm physically attracted to you. Like I've seen you from the face and he's fine, he's cute. So now then I've approached you or he has approached me because he thinks the same thing. And now, oh, you're actually funny. Or I like that. Oh, you're kind to me or whatever. Oh, he's chivalrous. He opens the door for me. Now I actually kind of like you. You know what I mean? Now we've gone on our first date and you did the right things. Okay, you was here on time. You took me to a place that you heard me mention when we were just talking. Oh, now I know that you listen. Now I'm even more invested. Now I realize, okay, now you brought me to your apartment. It's a 1 bedroom. We're
So
really past the point where the 1 bedroom should then make me reflect on everything you just did to wow me or whatever. Now I'm like, oh, I stopped there at the 1 bedroom. Because if
so
we're
let
being
me
real,
so let me ask you a question, right?
yes.
So you said further along. So when you start dating this guy, you expect him to progress, right?
It's not what I expect him to do. You individually as a person, because we're not talking in relationships, yes, and I know this is a topic, but in relationships, yes, there are things you want to do for your relationship, but there are things that you should just want to do for yourself. This comes along with just talking and discussing with you. If I understand you have a future, like that's something that you have
So you
expected for yourself, right?
so you
I
don't
told my
so,
fiance in the beginning my expectations for myself, where I want to be, what I'd like to do, even the amount of children that I'd like to have. Likewise with him. So yes,
okay,
if we
so
are holding up to what we say for ourselves, you should be progressing. But I'm
okay,
not here to hold you to that because you should do that for yourself.
okay, but you still, regardless, you expect yourself to progress a certain amount, and you expect him to have a standard for himself to progress a certain amount, right?
My only standard is to be happy. So I can't sit here and say that your level of broke, right? Because everyone's broke is different. There are people on this panel that are going to say, what I'm living right now is broke to them. You know what I'm saying? But I live comfortably for me. There's other people that are like, you're in a Corolla and I don't have a 1 bedroom. I'm still in my mother's house or whatever. And there's people that don't even have that because you can go less and less and less and less. So you also don't know what broke is to somebody. So me expecting that my man is going to have money, he might have enough money for me. My man, like I just gave birth 5 weeks ago. Like I literally just had a baby. So the fact that,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congrats.
So for instance, my fiance is maybe not making the type of money that some people are making. We're young, we're 24.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, he makes enough for us to live in a 3 bedroom that we got at the beginning of this year, and I don't have to work, but I return to work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to. So it's like at the end of the day, that salary that might not match your salary or, his salary or the next person's salary,
I
that's a very iffy thing to talk about, which everything really being said is very, a
get
lot
all
of
that.
things are black and white. They're not black and white
I
because you really don't know what is going to make you happy, what's a standard, what's anything. I never had a number set for me. I didn't say my man has to make 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? I want to be happy. I want
I
to be
get that, but
patient. So
I get that, but what I'm trying to get at, what I'm trying to understand is, do you expect growth and improvement, or do you expect things to remain right where they are right now?
always growth and improvement.
Okay, so if you expect growth and improvement, that's what the guy was talking about in the video where he said constantly chasing. And so
Yeah, I was
the point
specifically
that I'm
responding
the
to the
point
women not being okay with a man being broke. That's what I was specifically responding to. Because I have points here for the video, which I did want to get to. I'm saying specifically in terms of women not being okay with a man being broke. I'm saying you're talking about a husband instead of like going back in the beginning. Can you even start building with someone if they don't have money? You know what I
Okay,
mean?
and I get that, but the overall point that I'm trying to get at right now is that if a man becomes your husband, there was a level of progression, because when you made the distinction that, oh, dating and husband is different. So if you're dating a guy, he doesn't have that much, you might not necessarily marry that guy. But if you do marry him, it's because you've seen some progression, you've seen some ambition, you've seen him try to level up some, right?
Absolutely. But then
Okay,
again,
that
it's
so
not
that
everything is like written value, right? Because for instance, I've known my fiance for almost 7 years. His progression in terms of money value happened previously over the last 2 years. So you also have to see, what am I putting at stake if I say you're not moving fast enough? You're not making money quick enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that, like, that's really dependent on what you are going to sacrifice or how long I want to wait. So if someone said, well, I'm older now, I'm not going to wait that long. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 24, so it's like I feel like I have time to, and it worked out that way. It worked out because we put our minds to it and we said we were going to do the things that we needed to do. And even when it fell through, because you're not always up, it's been 70-30, it's been 60-40. I've had to cover bills, and in his transition of him getting a new job, and now he covers bills. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like that's very, very vague to talk on if you don't always know the situation. And you also, like, that also comes with how much I love you and what I really think at the end of the day you're going to provide. The end of the day might be, we've been dating for 3 months and you still only making $200 a week. That might be your end. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
but here's the thing though. Respectfully, you're still young.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is that women are a lot more tolerant of a man's position when you're young. The older a woman gets, the less tolerant she is of your position if you are stagnant, if you're not growing.
So
And the
are we
point,
talking about your generation or my generation? Because my generation is not like that anymore. We have city girls now. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only of my friend group that does not look for a man just because you have money. But I could say for the rest of my 24-year-olds, they're looking for someone with a dollar bill. So that's what I'm saying, is that, are you saying
no,
back?
what I'm saying, there are certain things that are universal.